Isaiah 13 and 19, and it reads, "And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." Giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Power of Israel, Yahweh, Bashima Mashiach Yahweh Shai, Ruha Rukakudash. Double honors to the mighty men, the elders, and the apostles in the community, waking up the lost sheep of the house of Israel in these last days. Peace and blessings to everyone doing this truth and humbleness, sincerity. Again, I'm going to say shalom. And wow, I'm going to tell y'all something. The world, chiefly the elites, they are shook and they in panic mode. And y'all know where this is going. I'll post Slakia. I'll post a few short clips when I'm done regarding this sudden war. Okay. You know, brothers, this general is saying Jacob's trouble gotta come. I second that. Okay. Jacob's trouble is an ongoing phenomenon with Israel, chiefly from 70 AD to right now. And for the record, you have Israelites in Israel. Okay, you have the Israelis and you have Hebrew Israelites in Dimona. Okay. It's a general disclaimer, but brothers got to relax when Jacob's trouble gonna come. Jacob's trouble here. Okay, general disclaimer. You got Israelites in Ukraine and that conflict. Yet, Israelites in the Sudanese crisis. I mean, here in Babylon the Great, where crime is over the top right now, a lot of our people jammed up in that. So that topic is up for debate. But to the main point, this war, okay, in the Middle East, that thing accelerating. Okay, let's go up. In Isaiah 13, let's go to the top. Okay. Isaiah 13 and 13, and it reads, "Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger." Now we're seeing a taste of it. Okay, this isn't the big one, at least not yet. Okay, but it's going viral, and it's crazy. You know, even CNN has to be honest because something real terrible is happening on this planet Earth, chiefly for the wicked. Okay, the president is saying Iran's behind it, and you know what? He's right. But this is the problem America is facing now. If they wage a war on Iran, who is a member of the BRIC nations, you're basically going to wage war with China and Russia, and that's going to be a bigger problem. Mind you still have what's left of the Russia-Ukraine saga, where America, I've said this and I'm going to say it again, America's lost over 50% of its arms in that conflict. So how is the president, I mean, yo, check it. How's the president telling the world through CNN they're going to assist Israel, and they don't even have the proper ammunition to really get involved with these conflicts? I've been saying this, and a lot of truth has been bringing this out. This is suicide. Okay. In one of the short clips, you'll see that they dispatched like the naval ships and whatnot, them outdated battleships. That's not going to do anything. Because if they attack Iran, family, it might be done. I don't know. Let's get Matthew 24. I'm a bit excited because we need to be praying for deliverance out of this wicked place, man. Okay. Yeah, and pray for the Israelites. Okay. And, you know, for the confusion of faces out there, that's Israel, I pray for them too. Okay. Be a little lenient. All right. I'm not as lenient on Rumble, but I digress. Okay, let's see. Let's get Matthew 24. We're going to go to Matthew 24 and verse... We're going to get the classic in Matthew 24 and 36, and it reads, "But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only." So it could be a quick hike that winds down and there's another calm, or this could be the start of something very prophetic. I'm praying it is, because the real Hebrew Israelites need salvation out of America. Okay, bottom line. Okay. And it's funny how the Most High getting the elites right now. When you read Exodus, okay, didn't the Most High mock Pharaoh with his own gods? And what is the Most High doing Babylon the Great? He mocked them on the Sabbath, and he mocking them in the heat of their Columbus Day. All praise to the Most High. Ain't nobody been focused on Christopher killing Columbus, because all the attention is overseas now, right there in the Middle East. Okay. He's mocking them, and wow, that is some serious news. I'll post it before Slack you. I'll post some of the clips or whatever. They're very short clips. Okay. But Israel, I'm going to say this before I wind down. Israel, y'all have to repent. Keep the commandments. Okay. I even have to salute Brother McMalice. He even said, now there's no more time for Israel to be attacking Israel, man. Camps against camps. None of that stuff's necessary right now. It's either we gather ourselves together or we get caught in this destruction. Okay. Let's get that in Genesis. Actually, let's stay in Matthew 24 real quick. Matthew 24 and 36 again from the top. Matthew 24 and 36. "But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only." Okay. "But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." Okay. "For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating, drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark." Okay. Verse 39, "And knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." You know, I teach this in my days with HOI. Shout out to the HOI camp. Shout out to Elder Zabak. Okay. I've always taught, this was during that lockdown, I told Brooklyn, okay, that if the Israelis get hit really hard, America will spiral out of control real quick. I always gave that warning. If little America is hit suddenly, what y'all think gonna happen here? Okay. So to a degree, the brother's right. Maybe Jacob's trouble hit a peak in America, for what it's worth. Although that's everywhere where Israel dwell. But for what it's worth, they could be right there. Because little America is under severe fire right now. And the difference between, how do you say, I'd say about 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, even to the 90s, technology was still somewhat experimental. But now it's at a peak. And for what it's worth, President Biden is correct. Yes, Iran is funding Hamas. I always said that in my podcast. Slakia. I've always said that. But who's aiding Iran? Quietly. China and Russia. Members of the BRIC coalition. So this is a nightmare scenario for America. Because that's going viral on CNN. That's actually being honest for once. Because the elites, you know, that's technically one of the key headquarters under attack out there. Y'all know what I'm saying, man. And that's bad news for America. And it's funny, Putin warned of nuclear destruction if America do anything that targets Russia on 2 occasions already. Okay? So Israel, again, keep these commandments. Love your fellow brother and sister in this truth. Thy neighbor. And if you can't do that, this isn't for you, and you're going to get burnt alive in this coming Exodus. Out of the fire. Okay? You stay in Matthews. Let me gash. Let me see. Let me cut the hearts of Christianity Christians. Because they still teaching God is love, God is love. The love is sweet Jesus. Sweet Jesus is going to save everybody. Come as you are. You want to bet in this time we living in? Let's see what the Lord said. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Let me read that from the top. Matthew 24 and 30. It reads, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. No, they're going to rejoice. Then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And it says, shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. You know what that's dealing with? The other nations. Yeah, Isaiah 40 and 17. 2 Ezra 6, 56, 54 through 56. Okay. You read Revelations 2. Christ he gonna subdue the other nations. He gonna chain them up. Slakia. So that cuts your whole Christian doctrine that he's gonna save all people. Christ is coming to body a lot of people, even wicked Israelites. Zechariah 13, 8, 9. You know, family, I'm just going to challenge y'all to really stay up on what's going on overseas. You know, where the Lord going to take this thing, because that is very serious news panning out. And as I said in my recent video, the domino effect is going to be astronomical. Yeah, expect gas prices to hit, I don't know, about $7 a gallon. Because you best believe America's going to feel the stink from this one. And this is the Lord's judgment. Okay. And the Valley of Jehoshaphat, as far as I'm concerned, is dried up completely. Brothers was showing that thing's dry. Y'all know what that means. Okay. The Lord, you know, the Heavenly Father Yahweh, he is long suffering. And yes, if he choose, he could push this thing back, which I'm hoping he don't. So I'm like, what's really left for America? The judgment. The judgment is the last thing left for this place. And for the chosen, it's Exodus, this final Exodus out the fire. Okay. That's your Isaiah 43, 1 and 2. Okay. See if there's any more. Let's see if there's any more. I'm going to get this little classic right here. Because this is coming to America very soon. Okay. It reads, Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 23. Actually, I'm going to start at 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. Y'all see that in the clips when I posted. Okay.
Israel's security cabinet officially declaring Israel is at war. We're learning Israel's strategic affairs minister has said Americans are being held hostage by Hamas fighters. The minister declined to estimate exactly how many Americans specifically could be held. Israeli
attack by Hamas militants in which nearly 500 people were killed in the deadliest day of violence in Israel in 50 years. Israeli soldiers have also been battling Hamas fighters in the streets of Israel's south this morning. A brief exchange of strikes between Israel and Lebanon's Hezbollah militant group, meanwhile, has raised fears of a broader Middle Eastern conflict. President Biden on Saturday said the United States stands with the people of Israel in the face of these terror assaults. And Governor Kristi Noem issued a statement of support to Israel Saturday, saying the attack by Hamas...
A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. Man, them buildings going down on both sides.
Vowed to destroy the ability of Hamas and Islamic Jihad to govern and carry out military attacks. An effort he warns will be long and difficult. The death toll continues to climb. At this hour, there are more than 700 Israelis dead. On the Palestinian side, more than 400 are reported dead. And each side reports more than 2,000 wounded. Late today, U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin ordered the aircraft carrier USS Gerald Ford to the eastern Mediterranean as a show of force in support of Israel. The skyline of Gaza shrouded in smoke as Israeli strikes pummel residential buildings. Mosques of the Israeli military said house Hamas command centers and tunnels long suspected to be smuggling routes for weapons. Israeli officials say they also hit the National Bank of Gaza. NewsHour producer Shams Uday.
If you look behind me, this is the Islamic Investment Bank. As the Israeli claim that this bank belonged to Hamas, the Israeli Air Force attacked this bank just 10 minutes ago. We are in the main street of Gaza, Omar al-Mukhtar Street. Omar al-Mukhtar Street is the famous street in Gaza. It's full of shops, full of banks.
And you're seeing a lot of death, destruction, and sorrow, man. And that's the Lord visiting this earth, man. Okay. Verse 23, Jeremiah 15:23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon becoming desolation among the nations? Okay. Because what you have is the brothers of Arabia. You have the Ishmaelites gathering as one to take down Babylon the Great, led by your elites. We seeing that right now. So time thinning. Okay. We're going to here. Let's get Genesis 49. Genesis 49:1, it reads, And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. And if y'all can't see, we ain't at the end now. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to read that from the top. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Okay. Gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel, your father. And that's dealing with the northern and southern kingdom of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. That's a link up with Zephaniah 2:1-3. Gather yourselves together, ye gather together, O nation not desired, before the decree bring forth. Okay, roughly paraphrasing. Before the day pass as a chaff, okay, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you. And that's going into this judgment. And America's going to get knocked off the map. I'd say from Canada, America, Mexico, even to certain parts of Latin America and the islands. All taken away by thermonuclear destruction. That's coming. And from the look of things, it's coming a little faster than anticipated. We'll see. Okay. I'm going to read this one more time. Genesis 49:2. Gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken to Israel, your father. And with that, we give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Power of Israel, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushai, Double honors to the mighty men, the elders, and the apostles in the community, waking up the lost sheep of the house of Israel in these last days. Peace and blessings to everyone doing this truth and humble sincerity. Israel, I love y'all. We got next. Shalom.